Hello everyone, it's the Batman Statue Collector, and today we have an epic battle of badass females as Harley Quinn takes on Batgirl in an ultimate Arkham challenge, and that's up next. Alright guys, welcome back, and like I said, today we have an ultimate showdown. Harley Quinn taking on Batgirl, two amazing statues, and I cannot wait to get into it. But first I want to remind you, make sure that you are going to BatmanStatueCollector.com and voting every single day, because again, that is your chance to win that amazing Hot Toys giveaway from Sideshow Collectibles. And also another winner is going to be receiving that Batman Dark Knights Metal art print by Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder, and Jonathan Glapion, autographed exclusive print, and I cannot wait to send that home to one of you. Alright, so now we're getting ready to start. Let's go ahead and do the bases. Alright, so now we're going to be talking about the bases, and I would like to start, of course, with Harley Quinn. Now, Harley Quinn, again, has that double head look in her base. Now, the thing that makes this one unique is, of course, it is jester faces. One, the jester's is sculpted down with the hat, the other hat's up. And again, the entire base is covered with red paint, which is cool because that ties into some of the accessories that we'll get into with the body. But the base here is very well done. Again, it's in that same architectural style as the rest of the Arkham Knight line. You have the nice grays mixed with the golds. Everything here looks really nice, and again, it fits in with the rest of the line. Then as we move over to Batgirl, we go back to more of that traditional triangle shape that I really like. This one happens to have another bat on the front, some bat elements on the side. It doesn't look like this one is a true triangle like some of the others, but it does, again, pair really nicely on the opposite side of the Nightwing. It's meant to do that. So again, it ties in very well with the rest of the bases as well. Now, normally I would pick the triangle base because those are the bases I like. But in this particular case, if I had to choose, I'm going to award this round to Harley Quinn's base, just because I think it's really unique with the different paint elements, the red paint that has been Jokerized, if you will, or Harleyized, and I think that it looks really cool, and it stands out definitely in the collection just because of those red color pops, and I think that that looks really cool. So this round goes to Harley Quinn's base. Alright guys, so now we're going to move over to the bodies. Both bodies are really cool, but I want to start, of course, with Harley Quinn. Now, when I first received Harley Quinn, I was blown away by the amount of detail and how good she looks. And it started at the very bottom with her boots. Her boots have real shoelace elements, so the shoelaces are hanging off the boot, and that is amazing. It just looks so cool. And then as you move up, of course, the legs look amazing. They're painted very well. And then, of course, that skirt is a real fabric skirt with a leather-like material. She looks amazing, and I know Prime 1 had some issues initially with that. They could have just shipped her, but instead of doing that, they said, you know what, we're going to make it right, and that's exactly what they did. Then as we moved up, of course, to the bust area, no pun intended, she looks really great. Again, all of her paint looks great. Her skin tones look really good. Of course, Prime 1 using that translucent resin, and it really shows. Now, of course, she does have some different switch outs. You can do, of course, both hands on her hips. You can have her hand out like this, holding the present, the Jack-in-the-Box, which looks really good. Again, that's another extra piece that you get. In addition to that, of course, you get the paint bucket, which is really nice because it ties into the base. Then, of course, you also have the pose that I have here on mine, and that is her hand holding the bat. So a lot of options here, again, just depending on what look you want, and it really depends on what head sculpt you have, because that can really change the look of the statue as well. But man, from top to bottom, this body is amazing. Then as we move over to Batgirl, of course, she looks amazing as well. I, of course, don't have her in hand yet, but I know that she's going to be chock full of detail, and looking at the photos, of course, here, you see just the level of detail here. Now, of course, her paint is going to be more blacks again, so that's going to maybe not stand out quite as well, but of course she has all of these great gold elements, which are really cool as well. And then, of course, that fabric cape, which is going to be posable, that also, I really enjoy that because it really can change the way a statue looks just by how the cape is posed. Case in point, Robin and also Batman. I absolutely love that you can do that. Also, she's going to have some switch outs as well. Of course, she can have her hand on her hip, or she can be holding the grapple gun, and in her other hand, of course, she can be holding a Batarang. So there are some great switch outs there. Now, her regular collector's edition comes with a small Batarang, and I think that is absolutely fine. I don't think it needs to have any other Batarangs if you weren't able to get the exclusive. But again, from top to bottom, I think she looks really good as well. I think the only thing that limits her is the pose, that she's down lower. She's kind of crouched, kind of tilted at an angle. I personally would have liked to have seen her standing up straight, just like Harley Quinn. I've heard from a lot of fans that they wish that they had done that with Nightwing, excuse me, and then also her Batgirl. And I just feel like if they would have done that, I think they probably would have sold more statues. But I'm not going to say that that's still, certainly not a bad statue. It looks really good, and I'm going to add that to my collection. But I do wish that she was standing up. So if I had to choose between these two bodies, I would definitely, hands down, go with Harley Quinn. Again, one of the best sculpts in the entire line, in my opinion. I think she looks phenomenal, sexy. She looks, and just, oh man, just everything about her is perfect. I'm so glad that I have her in my collection, and she's definitely in the top 5 of my collection. I love her. So definitely this round goes to Harley Quinn. All right, this next round, of course, is my favorite round, and that's the head sculpt round. Let's start with Harley first. So Harley comes with 3 head sculpts. She comes with just a face-looking, very, very sexy face. And that was the face that I knew that I was going to display. I absolutely love that face. Then there's also this one that's kind of smirking, kind of winking, and that's the one that I have on the statue right now. And then there's also the third with her tongue sticking out and her crazed look. I think that all 3 of them are very well done. The crazed look one is probably my least favorite. And I just absolutely knew that I was going to display her with the regular face, but once I got her in hand, wow, this one with her winking and smirking is absolutely amazing, and I love it. I was really surprised, because when I saw the initial photos of it, I wasn't impressed, really. I was like, I would never use those 2 faces anyway. I'm just going to use the standard face. The standard face is still phenomenal. It's a close second. But this one wins for me because I just think it's just so well done, and it looks so good. Very well painted. You can actually see the skin underneath the paint. So I just absolutely love these 3 sculpts. As we move over to Batgirl, she comes with 2 sculpts. And so she has the regular, kind of the stern face. Her hair is back. The second face then, the second head sculpt, excuse me, is going to have a smirk, and she's going to have the flowing hair. I personally like the flowing hair way better. I think it looks really good. That is my personal preference, so I cannot wait to get her and see what it's going to look like. But I think that she absolutely looks amazing, like I said, and that's the head sculpt I'm going to display her with. So if I had to choose between these 2, my winner on this particular round goes to Harley Quinn, simply because she has the 3 head sculpts, and I think the head sculpts in general just look a little bit better. I feel like Batgirl's head, you know, the way her cowl is, it makes her head look a little bit too long. Again, that's not Prime 1's fault, that's just the game model. But again, in this round, by far, Harley Quinn head sculpts win this round. Alright, so we've come to the final section, and that, of course, is the exclusive round. Let's start with Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn has a very unique exclusive compared to all the other statues, and they're these little dolls. So there's a Joker doll and a Batman doll. Batman comes with a noose that you can actually attach to the base, and then Joker can sit kind of in the corner. It's just very cute. I would have never thought that, like, I don't really care about that exclusive, but I'm so glad that I got it, because it does add a lot to the statue, and it really shows how crazy and whimsical she really is. And so I was really happy to have it. Again, it's a really cool exclusive, and something definitely, like I said, definitely unique compared to the rest of the line for sure. As we move over to Batgirl, her exclusive is going to be this other arm holding the more traditional full Batarang, and I think it absolutely looks amazing. I actually prefer this Batarang over the other. Some people have said, you know, it's not an exclusive or die type situation, because you still get the Batarang with the regular, but it's not the actual Batarang that you see a Batman throwing around. So again, it's a good exclusive. It looks really cool. I don't think it's necessarily dire if you don't have that particular one. So in my case, since you already get a Batarang with her anyway, I personally, in this round, if I had to choose, I'm going to go again with Harley Quinn, just because I think it's so unique and it really adds a lot to her character. It adds a lot to the base itself. And again, I just think it's a really cool add-on. So this round goes to Harley Quinn. All right, everyone, so we've come to the end. It's a battle of, again, like I said at the beginning, badass females, amazing statues from Prime 1 Studio. And if you have the opportunity to have either in your collection, you're going to be very happy with your purchase. So when we look at both these statues, we have Harley Quinn taking on Batgirl. If I had to choose right now who I think is the ultimate winner in this showdown, I am going to pick Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn, by far, in my opinion, blows Batgirl out of the water. They're both really good, like I said, but Harley Quinn, man, she directs your attention. Every single time I look at all of my collectibles over here, my eye instantly goes to Harley Quinn first. I think she's phenomenal. I think she's one of the best in the entire line, and I am so happy to have her in my collection. And if you don't have her yet, make sure you order it. Absolutely, because you will not regret it, believe me. So again, my opinion doesn't matter. Make sure you go to BatmanStatueCollector.com. Make sure you are voting every single day. And I know some of you are, but I know some of you aren't. So I'm going to challenge you right now. Vote right now. Make sure, because I want you to have an entry to that amazing giveaway. Again, BatmanStatueCollector.com is where it all happens. As always, guys, I thank you so very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave.